There are places on this earth that seem to exist just outside of time, tucked away in the folds of mountains, waiting patiently to be discovered. Real de Catorce is one such place. Perched high in the Sierra Madre Oriental Mountains of Mexico, it's more than a destination. It's an experience that settles deep within your soul. Some places have a special kind of magic, a pull that's almost impossible to describe. Real de Catorce has that in abundance. The moment you begin the ascent, you sense you're leaving the modern world far behind. Imagine a town where silence is broken only by the clip-clop of horses on ancient cobblestones and the distant chime of a church bell. The air feels cleaner, the sky seems bigger, and the stars at night are so bright they feel close enough to touch. Real de Catorce is a paradox, a ghost town vibrantly alive with culture, history, and spiritual energy. It calls to the adventurer, the artist, the seeker, and the dreamer. Once a bustling hub of silver mining, the town fell into slumber when the silver ran dry. But its spirit endured, nurtured by the indigenous Wixárika people and rediscovered by travelers. This blend of faded grandeur and living spirituality is what makes Real de Catorce utterly captivating. As we embark on this exploration, I want to transport you there, to feel the mountain air, hear the stories in the stone walls, and see the world through a different lens. This isn't just a travel guide, it's an invitation to step into a story still being written. Now, let's begin our adventure to the heart of the mountains. The story of Real de Catorce is written in silver and stone. In the late 18th century, a discovery of rich silver veins transformed this remote mountain landscape overnight. The town swelled with prospectors and merchants, becoming one of Mexico's most prosperous mining centers. Opulent mansions, a grand church, and a mint were built, remnants of which still stand today. Walking through the town, you feel echoes of that opulent past in the crumbling facades and winding streets. But the boom faded, silver prices plummeted, the revolution came, and the town was nearly abandoned. Its slumber preserved its unique character, freezing it in time. In the late 20th century, artists and seekers rediscovered Real de Catorce, drawn by its stark beauty and palpable energy. Today, it thrives on creativity, spirituality, and a deep respect for its history. The adventure to Real de Catorce begins before you even arrive. The journey is part of the magic. The landscape grows rugged and expansive as you approach, anticipation building with every twist and turn. Most travelers enter through the Ogarrio Tunnel, a hand-dug 2-kilometer passage carved through the mountain in 1901. Waiting at the tunnel's narrow entrance, you sense you're about to cross into another world. Driving through is surreal, dimly lit, cool and damp, the rock walls just inches away. The darkness stretches on, then suddenly a pinprick of light appears, until you burst into the bright mountain sunlight. The town reveals itself, clinging to the mountainside as if by magic. This dramatic entrance sets the tone for your visit. You haven't just arrived, you've passed through a portal. For the adventurous, Willie's Jeeps can take you up the old stone road, offering spectacular views and a thrilling ride. However you arrive, the journey prepares you for the magic that awaits. Real de Catorce's isolation is part of its allure. The transition from the outside world is unforgettable. You're ready to step into another time. Emerging from the Ogarrio Tunnel, you step into another century. The air is thin and crisp, scented with wood smoke and desert herbs. Everything is stone, streets, buildings, walls, bearing the marks of generations. The architecture is a mix of colonial grandeur and rustic simplicity. Skeletal mansions beside humble homes with bright doors and pots of geraniums. There are no modern intrusions, only the braying of donkeys, laughter of children, and the wind in the alleyways. Real de Catorce is cradled in a high-altitude bowl, with panoramic views of the arid landscape below. Morning fog often blankets the town, making it feel dreamlike, before the sun reveals the dramatic peaks. Exploring is best done on foot or horseback. Every corner reveals a new vista or hidden courtyard. You might stumble upon the old bull ring or the cemetery overlooking the valley. This is not a town to rush. It invites you to wander, get lost, and let curiosity guide you. In these quiet moments, you connect with the spirit of the place. The magic of Real de Catorce is found in its details. The heart of Real de Catorce beats in its central plaza, anchored by the Parroquia de la Purísima Concepción. Inside, a revered figure of Saint Francis of Assisi draws pilgrims from across Mexico, the walls covered in retablos, painted stories of hope and healing. The town is a haven for artisans. Workshops and galleries fill old stone buildings. Here you'll find handcrafted jewelry, leather goods, beadwork, and paintings, each piece infused with the spirit of the town. The Wixárika people, in vibrant traditional clothing, share their world-renowned yarn paintings and beadwork, each telling a story from their mythology. Respectfully learning about their traditions is essential to understanding the deeper spiritual dimensions here. The clatter of hooves on stone is the town's rhythm. Horses and mules are still common transport. Guided horseback tours to ghost towns and abandoned mines offer a unique way to explore. In the evenings, music drifts from cafes or festivals fill the plaza. Real de Catorce feels alive in a gentle, organic way, inviting you to join its daily rhythm. The food in Real de Catorce is as honest as the town itself. No chains, just family-run cafes serving hearty regional cuisine. Gorditas stuffed with beef, beans, or cheese, and enchiladas potosinas are local staples, made from recipes passed down for generations. Try cabuches, the edible flowers of the biznaga cactus, and tunas, the sweet prickly pear fruit sold by street vendors. Warm up with hot chocolate or atol on cool mountain evenings. Dining here is about the experience, enjoying a home-cooked meal in a centuries-old courtyard. The craft shops are filled with treasures, silver jewelry, leatherwork, and Wixárika beadwork. These aren't just souvenirs, they're functional works of art, supporting local families and traditions. Many shopkeepers are the artists themselves, happy to share the stories behind their work. Every purchase becomes a meaningful exchange. It's a beautiful way to connect with the soul of Real de Catorce. Real de Catorce radiates a spiritual aura that transcends any single faith. For the Wixárika people, this land, Wirikuta, is sacred, the destination of an ancient pilgrimage to collect peyote and commune with their gods. Their ceremonies infuse the region with reverence, and their art reflects a complex cosmology. The town also draws spiritual seekers from around the world, attracted by its powerful energy and reputation for healing. Catholic faith is strong here too, centered on Saint Francis of Assisi, Panchito, whose statue is credited with miracles. Twice a year, thousands of pilgrims fill the town for vibrant festivals and processions. This blend of indigenous spirituality and Catholic tradition creates a unique spiritual tapestry. Whether or not you're spiritual, the peace here is palpable. It's a place that encourages contemplation and clarity. Real de Catorce's greatest gift is its power to transform. Planning a trip to Real de Catorce is part of the adventure. Fly into San Luis Potosí or Zacatecas, then drive or take a bus to Matehuala, the gateway to the mountains. From there, it's a scenic drive to the Ogarrio Tunnel. Taxis and vans are available if you don't want to drive. Spring and autumn offer the best weather, but each season has its charm. Book accommodation early if visiting during festivals, especially the Feast of St. Francis in October. Stay in a historic posada or boutique hotel for a unique experience. Spend at least a day wandering the streets, exploring the church, and browsing artisan shops. Don't miss a horseback ride to the Pueblo Fantasma or a Willys Jeep trip to Cerro del Quemado for breathtaking views. Pack comfortable shoes, warm layers, sunscreen, and a spirit of adventure. Most importantly, come with an open mind. As our journey ends, it's clear Real de Catorce is more than old buildings and beautiful views. It's a feeling. You carry home the taste of gorditas, the scent of desert rain, and the sound of horses' hooves on stone. The image of the sun setting behind the Sierra lingers long after you leave. Real de Catorce reminds you of the beauty and simplicity and the power of history. It teaches you to slow down, look closely, and appreciate quiet moments. This place gently nudges you to reconnect with yourself and the natural world. Some places change you. Real de Catorce is one of them. Whether you seek adventure, peace, or a break from the ordinary, you'll find it here. I hope this story has sparked your curiosity and inspired you to see this magical place for yourself. Until our next adventure, may you carry a little of Real de Catorce's magic with you, wherever you go.